Juba from Gracia. This is the Rorschach, Georgia update from the 25th of July, 2024. Quick summary of what's going down in Georgia. Start off on Tuesday the 23rd, the National Democratic Institute, NDI, sent a long-term assessment team to Georgia for the 2024 parliamentary elections. The move comes after last week's announcement that the U.S. House of Representatives would hold a hearing about the upcoming elections in Georgia and Moldova to prevent outside interference, particularly Russia. Some Georgians are hopeful that international oversight might prevent fraud or misconduct, but that's the overarching worry. NDI's involvement shows global community's interest in supporting Georgia's democratic processes, or at least Washington, D.C.'s. Lots of talk on the street about the importance of transparent elections and the impact it can have on the country's future. On Thursday, the 25th, the State Security Service of Georgia announced an investigation into an assassination plot against Bidzina Ivanishvili, who, as we all know, owns the ruling party, Otsneva. For those who believe it, the news has sparked debates about political stability and security measures in Georgia. On Friday the 19th, opposition MPs decided to file a lawsuit against the new law on transparency of foreign influence, or the Russian law, as everybody calls it. They believe the law unfairly targets NGOs and media outlets, labeling it as an attempt to silence critical voices, which it indeed is. This law, pushed by Otsneva, requires organizations that receive foreign funding to register as agents of foreign influence. Ongoing public protests, online debates reflect the widespread concern over the implications of this law on civil society and media freedom. The law does not cover foreign funds controlled by, for example, billionaires who enjoy politics. On Saturday the 20th, Irakli Garibashvili, prime minister, commented that if Donald Trump wins the upcoming U.S. presidential election, the Ukraine war could end sooner and U.S. policy towards Georgia might change. His statement has stirred discussions nationwide. Some people are hopeful for a shift in international dynamics that could benefit Georgia. However, many are skeptical, questions how realistic these changes might be. The Prime Minister's remarks have highlighted interconnectedness of global politics and their potential impact on Georgia's strategic position and security. On Sunday, the 21st, Georgia signed a declaration at the Fourth Summit of the European Political Community, which represents a commitment to closer ties with Europe, at least in some vague, amorphous sense. The declaration includes cooperation on various fronts like security, economy, and social policies. In another development, on Wednesday, the 24th, the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, began a comprehensive review of its bilateral cooperation with Georgia. This review aims to assess and enhance the effectiveness of partnership between the two countries. The focus is on supporting Georgia's development in areas such as governance, economic growth, and social services. They are looking to cut funds if Otsneva wins the elections. That's what this is all about. On Monday, the 22nd, the court imposed a fine of 2,000 lari, which is about $740 on David Katsarava, an activist who was beaten during a protest. Katsarava was fined for allegedly disobeying police orders. Supporters argue that the fine is unjust and reflects a crackdown on activism, which it obviously is. Public reaction has been strong, with many expressing their frustration through social media and local protests. This case has highlighted issues of police conduct and treatment of activists, sparking broader discussions about civil rights and justice in Georgia. Local government news: a new branch of the House of Justice opened in Khashuri aimed at making legal and civil services more accessible to the local population. Development is expected to significantly improve the ease with which residents can access necessary services such as document processing, legal aid, and civil registration. On Wednesday, the 24th, the Varieties of Democracy Index, or VDEM, ranked Georgia among the top countries for freedom of peaceful assembly, placing it first in Europe. This accolade underscores Georgia's progress in protecting civil liberties, at least that's what Georgia Today says. Many are checking the source data. On Friday the 19th, it was announced that Georgian citizens would be able to travel to Thailand without a visa. New policy said to boost tourism and business travel between the two countries, opening up new opportunities for cultural exchange and economic cooperation. Georgi Gigashvili, young Georgian pianist, was nominated for the prestigious AFAS Edison Classic Award. His recognition on the international stage as inspiration for young artists in the country highlighted Georgia's growing presence on the global art scene. Still on the topic of art, the National Gallery opened a retrospective of Temo Machavaniani's work titled The Absolute Vision. Go check it out. On Monday, the 22nd, the police in Imereti arrested somebody on attempted murder charges. And finally, on Thursday, the 25th, Guria will host a celebration at the Black Sea Coast's new beach area Zoliti, organized by the Ministry of Regional Development and Infrastructure. Event highlights region's tourism potential with various activities for locals and visitors. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much to everybody who filled out the survey over the past few weeks. We appreciate your comments and ideas. A lot of you mentioned you'd like to get some more in-depth episodes and interviews. If that's something you'd like, if you have any topics in mind, let us know. Something specific about Georgia that you want to know more about, do a special show on. We'll do it if you ask. Please email us at info@rorschach.com. If you left an email to contact you in the survey, we'll reach out to you soon. The survey is still linked in the show notes if you are interested in filling it out. Juan dis.